Hi there, and welcome back to Tracy Talks Tech. I'm Tracy. In my last video, we had an honest talk about whether ChatGPT is safe. And I told you that yes, it can be safe, but only if you set some boundaries. I promised you in this video, I wouldn't just talk about it, but I would show you exactly how to do it. Today, I'm fulfilling that promise. We are going to walk through the specific buttons you need to click to stop ChatGPT from training on your data, how to use a temporary chat for private questions, and how to control what it remembers about you. So grab your computer, open your browser, and let's take control of your privacy together, step by step. Okay, so here we are on the main screen, and what we're going to do first is we are going to take care of turning off training. So that's the big one. By default, ChatGPT uses your conversations to improve upon its system. Basically, it's learning from you. If you want to keep your chats private, here's how we're going to turn that off. You're going to go here to the bottom left-hand corner where you're going to see your name and your initials right there. And you're going to click on that. You're going to go to Settings, okay? And then you are going to go down to Data Controls, and you're going to click on Data Controls. There's a lot of other things that you can see in here, and if you'd like me to, I will go through every single setting, but for this one, we're going to just focus on those things that I told you I was going to teach you in this video. So we're going to go up here to improve the models for everyone. Right now, mine is turned on. That means that ChatGPT is going to use what I type in that search bar to train its models for everyone. I do not want that. I want to be more private than that. So right here where it says improve the model for everyone, I'm going to toggle that off, and then it's going to go grayed out. And that means that no longer is anything I type in the chat bar going to be used to train ChatGPT's models. Okay, so we have taken care of that one. Now the next thing, I wanted to show you how to do a temporary chat. So this is what you would think of like incognito mode, if you've ever used that in Google. So whenever you do a chat with ChatGPT, on the left-hand side, you're going to see that your chats start piling up here. And every chat that you ever do is going to be over here in the left-hand side. But maybe you just want to ask something quickly that you really don't want it saved over here and you don't want your chats cluttered. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to the top right-hand corner where you see what looks like a speech button. You're going to click on that, and you'll see when you hover over it, it says turn on temporary chat. So when you do that, you'll see a little check mark come in there, and you'll see it says clearly on the screen here, temporary chat. The search bar then goes black. And now anything that you type in here, let's say we want to find out what's going on in Orlando this weekend. What is going on in Orlando this weekend? And you're going to see here, the search bar is still in black. And on the left-hand side, that does not populate this search right here in the left chat. So that's how you use temporary chats. All right. So we've turned that temporary chat off, and we're going to talk about memory now. Recently, ChatGPT started remembering things. So let's say that you tell it you have a peanut allergy. It will remember that you have a peanut allergy. If you tell it your grandson is 8 years old, it will remember that your grandson is 8 years old. But maybe you don't want it to know all of that. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back here to your name on the bottom left-hand corner where it has your initials in that circle. You're going to click on that, and you are going to go to Settings. You are then going to go to Personalization, and you're going to scroll down, and this is Memory. Right here, you'll see it say Memory, and there will be a list in here. So this is an account that I don't use very much. I just use it for training. So it doesn't have much in here about me at all, but you can fill in anything that you want it to know here, any custom instructions. If you want it to call you a nickname, if you have an occupation you want it to remember, anything that you have an interest or value or preferences. And then it's going to remember these things. And if you don't want it to, if you just want it to be a generic chat every time that you log into ChatGPT, you can just turn referenced saved memories off and it will no longer remember anything about you. It will be basically like Google. Google doesn't remember about you when you go in there and you're asking it questions or you're searching, so it won't remember anything. You can turn that on or you can turn that off. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be talking about is how to delete conversations. So remember, I just told you that all of your chat history piles up over here on the left-hand side. So you might not want everything to stay here. There might be something that you asked that was sensitive and you don't want it to remain on your chat history. So when you scroll over your chats on the left-hand side here, you'll see 3 buttons that pop up. And when you click on those 3 buttons, you can do a couple things here. You can share a chat, you can start a group chat, you can rename it, which is very helpful when you're trying to remember things. You can pin that chat to the very top. If it's something, a conversation you are continuing, you can pin that chat to the very top of your chat conversation history. You can archive the chat where it just basically goes into a file, or you can delete the chat. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to delete this Tea Party in Orlando chat. And you see here, we'll get a confirmation that we want to delete that. And now you'll see that it's completely gone from your left-hand side. Take a deep breath. You did it. You just learned how to turn off training. You learned how to have a private temporary chat, and you cleared out your data. You aren't just using the tool now, you are controlling it. And now that your account is secure, we can get back to the fun stuff. In the next video, we're going to put your new skills to work and use ChatGPT to plan a small trip stress-free. If you followed along and changed your settings, let me know in the comments by typing, "I did it." I love seeing you take charge of your tech, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.